Hollywood's 4-month actors' strike ends.
We are union through and through.
With promises of more money and more protections from AI.
It was 100% worth it. 100% worth it.
Actors on both sides of the border now celebrating. So when will those production trucks return? So what does this deal mean for Canadians? To discuss that, we're joined by Marie Kelly, a negotiator for AFTRA. That's the Canadian Performers Union. She's in Toronto. And also by Canadian actor Ali Moman, who is in Stratford, Ontario. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So, Ali, this was a strike between an American union and American studios. You're a Canadian in Canada. What impact did it have on you?
Huge, because, you know, a lot of production that happens in Canada are American shows that we're all familiar with, Ginny and Georgia, Reacher, all the Star Trek series, for instance, and all those kind of basically just shut down. So if you were working on them, you stopped working on them, and if you were dreaming of working on them, that dream had to be quieted for a while. So it's really great to have the opportunity to get back to work.
Now, you were fortunate enough to get some work in Canada on Canadian productions that was outside of this strike. But when you heard the news that the strike was over, what was your reaction?
You know, I picked up my girlfriend who is also in the business. And, you know, when I told her the news, we were both kind of ecstatic. And for the first time, I have never said this in my life, but I'm very excited to audition again. You know, because that's the thing actors, you know, dislike the most. But, you know, give me those auditions. You know, I'm hungry for it. I can't wait.
Marie, your union, AFTRA, was not part of this dispute, but will the strike, a long strike, and the settlement have an impact when AFTRA next negotiates with Canadian companies?
Oh, there's no doubt in our mind that it will. The issues that SAG-AFTRA and its membership had to go out on strike over are issues that are really pertinent to our members, issues like the impact of AI, issues like inflation and the impact on the wages that performers earn, and then the very drastic change in the business model to streaming has impacted the income of performers. So I suspect all those issues and more will be discussed at our bargaining table next year.
All right, let's talk about artificial intelligence for a moment, Ali. As I understand it, this was a win for the actors, one of the reasons why they stayed out as long as they have. But looking forward, you're concerned about the future use of AI and the impact it may have on actors.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, this is something that they did because artists have this propensity to always think not what now, but what's next, always looking into the future. And that's why this was so important to lock down for them. And it was a sticking point. But even though a studio right now, in the agreement, they can't take a scan of my face or an actor's face and then use it in perpetuity, there's no stopping them in the future from watching every single performance that I or any other actor has made and basically putting that into some kind of model and then recreating an artificially intelligent kind of performance. I mean, we don't stop that. And I found it really interesting that on the same day that the strike was ended, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI and the founder of it, came out and showed everybody that any one of us can create a chatbot that can allow me, for instance, to have a conversation about the news with you, Ian. I could create that. So when you kind of like put the steps forward and you kind of think, where we're headed, we're really headed into a world where technology is going to come crashing in on us. And it's really imperative for us as a society to figure this out now.
Marie, how confident are you that AFTRA or your U.S. counterparts in the future will be able to protect actors from AI?
That's our job, is to protect actors. And we do that in two ways. One is at the bargaining table, where you embed protections in your collective agreement. But the other way is talking to government. We're doing that as well. We're talking to the government about the protections that we need for performers as AI continues to develop, as the model in which our product is consumed by the consumers develops. It's always a game of catch up when it comes to protecting people under a collective agreement. We stay on top of it as best we can. We talk with our government, we talk with experts in the area in the hopes that we can continue to move forward and protect performers.
Marie, I certainly discovered here in Vancouver how many people are employed by the film business, as I heard about all the people that weren't working while the strike was going on. What have you heard in terms of getting back to work? Like, are calls going out right now? What's happening?
Yeah, we do know that performers, it depends on the state that the production was in. Productions that shut down that were already up and running and filming, those ones will start sooner. It'll be a gradual increase. We expect that there will be a bubble of work coming forth quickly, and that our members will be back to work very, very quickly in this. We certainly hope so. We know in the US, they're at work, they're back. Their union has said the strike is over for now, even though they haven't ratified the deal yet. So that's good news. It allows everybody to start thinking about how do we get production going again.
Ali, you mentioned that actors may not love to audition, but after this long break, at least for American productions, you're looking forward to the opportunity to do some auditioning. Is your phone ringing off the hook?
Not as much as I would like it to. But definitely, I mean, breakdowns are going out and auditions are happening. And it's something that one of the reasons why I think they were able to hold out this long is that, actors are used to either a feast or a famine, so when it's a famine, when it's a feast, it's great. And when it's a famine, it's familiar. So we were able to hold out and to make sure that, we got the best deal going forward. And my hope is that, and I'm certain of when AFTRA goes down to that bargaining table, it'll be the same.
Ali, we have about 30 seconds. Being an actor can be a dream job. It can be a nightmare challenge. What's it like in 2023 in Canada being an actor?
It is an amazing job no matter what. And I always say this, it is a job. And that's why, Maria, is so important to be here, because people think that what we do, a violin and a shovel, are the same thing to me. We do work, we're workers. And so, when we're working, I'm happy. And when we're not working, I'm thinking about myself and my friends who aren't working. And I just want everyone to be working and having the dignity that they deserve.
I'm equally inept at using both a shovel and a violin. So yes, I guess they're kind of the same thing. Ali Momin, Marie Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And one last note on this. Tonight, the American Union's board voted to approve the tentative deal. It's now up to the 160,000 members to vote on it. Canada's unionized performers renegotiate their contract with producers here next year. And be sure to watch The National next week as we ride along with the BC Bear Patrol, trying to keep both humans and bears safe after a year of dangerous encounters.
What's the bear situation been like there this year?
One of the busiest years that we've had.
Across British Columbia, bears and humans are getting in each other's way.
Yeah, it's been wild. We've had numerous calls a day, all times of the day, all days of the week.
We're on patrol in bear country with Conservation Officer Alicia Buchanan. She's based near Vancouver. Buchanan has been a CO for 7 years, and she's never been this busy.
It's close to double than what we had last year.
Just ahead, on Saturday, Gloria Hooper will lay a wreath at the National War Memorial for the son she lost in Bosnia.
He always said, if I die, I want to be in a soldier's clothing.
Rosemary Barton sits down with this year's Silver Cross mother. Next. A Canadian soldier and son remembered.
He always said, if I die, I want to be in a soldier's, and he was.
Killed during a 1996 Bosnian peacekeeping mission, his absence forever felt.
I think of him every day, like every single day.
This year's Silver Cross Mother, for all military mothers who have lost a child serving. Chris Jalapena was close to coming home when he died, and tomorrow his mother, Gloria Hooper, will lay a wreath at the National War Memorial in Ottawa. She spoke with Rosemary Barton.
The M5 motorway wanders through the rolling mountains of northwest Bosnia and Herzegovina. About 10 kilometers south of Bihać lies a marker, a reminder of a time far less gentle. And while the motorway has encroached on it over the years, it's a memorial to a fallen soldier, a Canadian soldier.
Tell me about Christopher. Did he always want to be a soldier?
Yes, right when he was a little kid. He was always pretending he had a gun and going all over in the yard and oh.
The stories don't flow as easily as they once did for Gloria Hooper, but the memories of her son Christopher are still strong.
So he did like these little soldiers, did he?
Oh, them and any size I could find.
Yeah. And what did he do with them?
He just played with them. Like a lot of times he wouldn't go with his friends because he wanted to use that.
And he'd do little battlefields? And...
Oh yeah, just everything.
And when he told you he wanted to be a soldier, what did you think?
Well, I thought, why would he do that? And then I thought about it and I thought, well, he's got to do something he wants. Why am I going to tell him what to do?
Yeah. Were you worried when he said that?
No.
No.
Because I kind of knew that he was going to find something to do.
In 1992, Canada joined a United Nations peacekeeping force in the Balkans as a bloody civil war raged in what was the former Yugoslavia. 100,000 people were killed, many of them civilians. The war ended in 1995, but Canadian peacekeepers stayed until 2010. Christopher Holopina would serve there in 1996.
I know that Chris wanted to help kids, the kids.
Oh yeah, he worked with the kids over there.
What did he want to do for them? Tell me about that.
He was just to get them playing and stuff like that. So that's what he did.
And he started to get toys sent.
Yeah, I would just get boxes and then I'd just pack them up and I'd send them over there.
It was his third tour of duty as a peacekeeper, having served in Cyprus and Croatia, and as he was nearing the end of his deployment.
And what do you remember about how he was feeling about coming home, or how you were feeling?
Well, I was kind of worried because why is he phoning all the time?
Yeah.
And it was funny because before, he never did that with the other two places he went to. And this one, he was, once a week he was phoning, regardless.
Yeah. Why do you think he phoned? Do you think he felt like something was off?
Yeah.
You do?
I really do.
It was a sad day for Canada's peacekeepers in Bosnia. They were mourning the loss of Christopher Holopina, the young soldier from Manitoba.
Christopher's unit was on a rescue mission. British soldiers were trapped in a minefield. Their armored vehicle left the road to avoid an accident, but then careened down a ravine and rolled over, killing Christopher.
And I think of him every day. Like every single day. But, no.
St. Claude, Manitoba is a francophone community, and here they also celebrate Bastille Day at the local cenotaph. It's a special place for Gloria, a solemn and solid memory of how her son lived.
In one of the stories I read, one of his military friends said that he told him that if he was going to die, he wanted to die in uniform.
Yeah, he did.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know, because he always said, if I die, I want to be in a soldier's clothing, and he was.
When you put the wreath down in Ottawa, will you think of Chris?
Oh yeah.
What will you think?
Oh, just what would he be doing now and stuff like that. Yeah.
And how much you miss him?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Rosemary begins our special Remembrance Day coverage tomorrow morning from the National War Memorial in Ottawa. War and loss are big themes in the upcoming memoir of Rush frontman Geddy Lee. I sat down with the Canadian rock legend for a wide-ranging conversation. That's coming up on Sunday. But tonight, something a little different. Okay, you ready for this? I'm going to ask you 8 questions. You only have 2 minutes. I don't even have a clock running, but we'll check after. Just quick answers, but meaningful answers. Your music idol.
The Who.
Song that you wish you'd written.
Won't Get Fooled Again.
Your favorite Rush track.
The Garden.
And which album's that from?
Clockwork Angels.
The highest charting single that you've ever sung on.
Take Off, eh?
Exactly. With Bob and Doug McKenzie.
That's right.
Do you resent that that's your
No,
favorite
I love
single?
it. I love it. My life in comedy.
If you can finish the sentence. If I hadn't been a rock star, I would have been.
Filmmaker.
Ah, okay. You are a guy that has collections, baseballs and bases. If you were in a situation, and I don't even want to imagine what the dire situation would be, where you could only keep one collectible item you have, what would it be?
Ooh. My #1 bass.
Which is the first one you ever had? Or?
No, my Fender Jazz bass.
All right. As a performer, you think back to all the concerts you did. Is there one moment of you on stage that you kind of remember and treasure forever?
Well, I think the last moment I stood on stage with Alex and Neil, August 1st, 2015, when Neil ventured across he broke his own rule, left the throne, walked out to the stage to give Alex and I a hug, and that was his farewell. That's a moment I will treasure forever.
I have more questions, but I think I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Okay. Did that work out for you?
That was fantastic. Did it work out for you?
Yes.
I thought it was nice. And, shame on you for getting poignant at the end. We cover a lot more, everything from music to his parents' harrowing experiences during the Second World War. My full interview with Geddy Lee is this Sunday on The National. Well, here's something you don't see every day. In fact, in this case, it's been more than 60 years.
We were so happy. We were screaming, "We found it! We found it!"
The rediscovery of this elusive creature is our moment. This is a replica of the echidna, a mammal so rare it hasn't been spotted for more than 6 decades. But that all changed recently when a group of researchers from Oxford University managed to catch one on camera in the mountains of Indonesia. And their lucky moment is our moment.
The species we rediscovered was the Attenborough's long-beaked echidna. It has the quills of a porcupine, it has the feet of a mole, and the head of an anteater. It's a very elusive animal, so it comes out only at night, and although they're mammals, they lay eggs, which is an extremely peculiar feature. It was found only once, 62 years ago, and many people tried to find it in the Cyclops Mountains of Indonesia and New Guinea, and they failed until now. The most amazing thing is that we found the echidna on the last day of the expedition, on the last ascent of the mountain. You can imagine you have to climb an endless ladder filled with vines and spikes and parasites and bad weather. But last day, we were so happy. We were screaming, "We found it! We found it!"
I love hearing when scientists get excited over anything, but certainly a discovery like that. So 80 remote cameras, and apparently the very last memory card had that image. And it's just a wonderful reminder that as small as the world can feel, sometimes it is still filled with mysteries like that. I hope you can join me Sunday for Cross Country Checkup on CBC News Network and CBC Radio, and I'll be back here Sunday night for The National. You can watch us anywhere, anytime on the free CBC News app and subscribe to The National's YouTube channel. I'm Ian Hanomansing. Have a great Saturday.